Clean Impact Team. It's about that time to go over these basics again. I haven't heard them in a while. I don't think Kirk has been over them. And so I just figured it's time to go back over them again with the start of the new year. First thing I want to go over is clock in and out on time. If you're going to be late or if you know you're going to be late, let us know ahead of time or let whoever, let them know ahead of time. That way you're covering yourself and we don't think that you're just, you're ditching or you just, lollygagging or whatever the case may be. Because if you come in late without even telling anybody you're going to be late, then kind of looks bad on your end on you being late because you don't have no excuse for being late now. Understand, you know, you go a little overboard on time when you're clocking out because I do the same. Because sometimes I work bell to bell and I forget because I'm if I work bell to bell I'm tired. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. So I get that, but me myself I'm trying to work on that. So make sure you clock out on time as well. First thing, take out the trash. That's the first thing you need to do because that's going to help you get eyes on the building to know what you're up against for the night. If you work in a place like me and everybody else who works at the YMCA's, you don't really have to take out the trash first thing when you get there because with the traffic that we get through here, it's going to be right back full once it's time for us to leave. So we typically take it out at the end of our shift. But we don't forget, change the mop heads. Make a schedule for yourself. You know how dirty your building gets. You know how funky your mop gets. You know your building. You know your equipment. So make a schedule to change your mop heads. Don't be using the same mop head for a month. And then here you are claiming, you know, the mop head, you need new mop heads and stuff. You ain't been rinsing them off. You need to rinse them boys off. And if you have a washing machine that you can use on site, and some places do, wash them. Because over time, with you mopping the floor with a nasty old mop head that hasn't been switched or cleaned out or rinsed off, you're just spreading more germs over and over. And then eventually the customer will be like, man, well, these floors stink. They look clean, but they stink. And that's going to be from that funky mop. So make sure you're making a schedule. Switch your mop head. Check your vacuum bags. Make sure you're checking those, depending on how much you vacuum. Like these things are dependent on how much you use like your building. Like I said, you know your building. You know what you do in your building. Know your building. That's one thing we all need to know. Know your building. Pay attention to how often you use your stuff, how often stuff gets full, things like that. Those are key things to think about when you have your own building that you clean, you know, all the time. Be honest. Now, that's not nothing that we ever talked about, but I just feel like, man, I need to throw this in there. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest to others. Just be honest. If you were late and you overslept or something like that, just be honest about it, Be honest about a lot of things, but that's just an example. Order supplies on time. That's another thing about knowing your building. You know how much supplies you use. You know what you go through. So keep in mind when you are using your supplies, check them. If you're getting low, then order or ask for it, whatever you need. Don't wait until you have the last batch of something or a little bit of this left or a little bit of that and now sorry my alarm was going off. But yeah, don't wait because now it'll roll around to a new week and you done waited and the night heroes can't get to you this week or that you wasn't in their schedule this week. Like you don't want that because now you're underperforming because you don't have all your tools and supplies to fulfill the customer's needs and wants. So order on time. And lastly, this is in caps because this is something big that will help everybody. Go back over your work. It's simple. That's all you gotta do. That can save a lot of you guys who get failed, or if you do, I don't know what's going on. But if you have some fails under your resume, go back over your work. That will save you from fails. If you miss something, we all miss stuff. We human. But go back over your work. It's simple. Simple as one, two, three. You know, one plus one, two. Just go back over your work. And make sure you didn't miss anything. You know, you don't gotta rush to get off of work. I mean, you're finna be off. So all you gotta do is take a 5-10 minute walk. You know, it ain't gonna kill you. You already worked this long, so you know, take that time out your night, day, whatever, and at the end of your shift, and go back over your work. It'll save you a lot. Trust me. Then you won't think that he or she is picking on me and just wants me to fail. And nah, you want yourself to fail by doing one simple thing, by not checking over your work. You want yourself to fail. You setting yourself up for failure. Now, granted, I know if you know that you are an elite cleaner and you know you do this, you've been doing this for a while. You know, I get that. But if it's something that's happening a little often, then yeah, maybe you should go back over your work. You know, check that out and make sure you know you didn't miss anything. You know, put those little deposits in. Tell yourself that okay, I'm gonna do this. You know, make it strategic. Make it strategic. So that's all I got for today. These are, you know, some of the basics. If you got some basics that you feel like I missed, let me know down in the comments. But like I said, start a new year, and I feel like I should hit this topic again about going over the basics. And throughout the whole year, I mean, Kirk is going to be spitting it out. I'm going to be spitting it out plenty more time. So with that being said, you guys have a good weekend. Stay warm. It's going to be back cold. And see you guys next week.